can say hi.
Soccer Coach TV, where coaches live.
Okay.
It is 1 o'clock in the morning in the United States Eastern Time, and I'm going live today with Zemu Umoja, and he's out there in Kisumu in Kenya. And we first met Kamo a week ago. Hi guys, how are you?
Hi.
You look like a great soccer team there. You ready for practice this morning?
Yes.
Yeah. Who's the best soccer team in your league? You guys.
The best soccer team in your league. Me. In your league. The best.
Who wants to be Ronaldo?
Huh?
Who wants to be Ronaldo?
Me.
Everyone wants to be Ronaldo here.
Are you guys excited about practice?
Yes.
Hey, listen, I'm from the United States. My name is Sean Green at SoccerCoachTV, and I just want to tell you, you've been blessed with an absolutely fantastic coach in Zamu, and he's just a great guy, and you're very lucky to have him. And I'm excited to watch you guys play a little bit of soccer this morning and find out more about it.
Say thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hey, where's that SoccerCoachTV sign you had before? Where is that, Zemo?
Yes.
Brian, bring the.
That was great. That was great.
Bring the sock.
SoccerCoachTV, we've got some fans all over the world, and we're talking about a totally different continent on the African continent here. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Everybody, SoccerCoachTV, let's have a big shout. Let's go.
Soccer TV.
All right. Great. Hey, Coach. Thank you, guys. Coach, let's have a little chat here. Kids can go up and play a little bit, and we'll catch up with them. Wait, what are you? Hey, Coach, you've got your hands full there, brother.
Yeah, I've got a lot of work to do.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning, right?
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Right.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I just want to tell anybody who's watching this live, it's a little bit difficult time, Zemo, because it's 1 o'clock in the U.S. Eastern Time, so a lot of people are asleep. And in UK time, it'll be real early in the morning. But I know some people will catch this show live. Most people are going to watch it on a rewind afterwards. And just for the audience, thanks for showing up and watching the show. It's a live show, so anything can happen, audio problems, anything. We hope it doesn't. And if you want to make comments, you can make comments on Facebook or YouTube and get some input. We're going to find out a little bit about Kamo. But Kamo, before we get started here, I just want to give some reference to the people who are watching. So Kamo Soccer Club is out there in Africa, and it's bordered by Ethiopia, the Congo, and Tasmania. So that's a long way from the United States. If we look at the village that he's working in here, it's in the village of Kisumu here, right beside Lake Victoria on the edge.
Yeah.
Now that is, tell me a little bit about Lake Victoria there a second, because that really interests me.
Lake Victoria.
Looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's right now it's covered with ice.
Covered with what?
And there's not much fishing in that lake right now.
Is that right? So, Coach, listen, when I first heard about you, it was on Facebook. And I saw you post pictures about your players, and it just amazed me at the lack of facilities that you had to operate in, and also injuries with players because you couldn't even afford to buy soccer shoes. The players couldn't afford to buy soccer shoes. Tell me about what kind of facilities you have. You have very little in terms of equipment. What kind of equipment do you have for your players?
Right now, we only have balls. We only have 3 balls. There are 4 balls right now that we have. Because we repaired 2 yesterday, so there are 4. And the bibs that we have, I think you can see what our new players are using as the bibs.
And
So,
is this your practice field?
yeah, this is our practice field. It was fenced halfway, then half. This is the fence that we used to talk about. It was fenced halfway, then now we are using the half. The other half. But the fence also is destroying our balls because we it has got some spikes on it. So when the balls, if the balls hit the fence, it's getting punctured.
It's
So
tough.
you find out that our training at sometimes have to stop, or we have just to, because our ball can't survive here for long.
And
Because if
that's,
you take at this,
come on, that's pretty much just a dirt field that you're playing on, correct?
pardon?
I said that's pretty much just dirt. There's no real grass on that field.
Yeah, there's no grass on this field. It's dry, you know,
What about
and it
goals?
has got some stones also.
What do you do for
Some
goals?
stones. Pardon?
What do you do for soccer goals?
Soccer goals. We have soccer goals, but they are heavy. These children can't carry them to this place. We were given some soccer goals here, but they
And
are very heavy. So we use cones as our targets. We don't
what
use them right now because the space is too small. Also, we can't learn how to shoot things like that.
can we watch? Can we watch some of these guys behind you practicing a little bit?
Ah, these ones. Yeah, these ones are our under 5. They're just our new recruits, our players.
That's the hardest
They
level to
join us
coach, my
recently.
friend, under fives. I've been
Yeah,
there.
they joined us recently. They're just enjoying the ball right now.
So, how many coaches do you have working with you?
I have. We are only two. Only two. The other one is here. We are only two. We have been managing these children. Only two of us.
Do you get any help from the government for your club?
Pardon?
Do you get any help from the government with your club?
The government, they only gave us uniform and one ball. That was 3 years ago. But as from that time until now, we haven't received anything from the government. So we are
What,
just we are surviving on our grace, on our pockets here.
so what about if these? Tell me how these kids get. How do the kids get to practice? Do they all walk to practice? Is there any transportation for them?
You know, they come near us, so they just walk here. They walk here, they come, and then they walk again back.
What about when you travel away? How far away is it? How far away are your games?
Sometimes we go far away. So sometimes they told us when we were playing the league last season, they could they could tell us to go far away to go and run our matches, but we couldn't manage. So we have at sometimes we give them walkover. We don't run our matches if it's so away. And if you have the money, we can just go.
And you normally go by
Because,
what? You just go in cars, take the kids in cars?
pardon?
How do you get there? What form of transportation do you use to get there to the games?
Oh, we use the public transport
Okay.
sometimes. Yeah, we use public transport.
You were telling me in the last time I spoke with you, some of these kids have a tough time even affording to buy food after games or before games.
Yeah. Some of them come from a very difficult background. You know, some of their parents live on hand to mouth situation. So you
Do
find
the,
them that they,
is this free to the kids?
pardon?
Is it free? Do the kids have to pay to play, or is it free?
Uh, it is free.
Okay. And what about help from the parents?
Uh, some parents are well off. Like the one of the parents who bought us uniform here.
Yeah.
Some of them are well off. They can do that. Some they can't. Some don't want their children to engage in sports, in anything like football, because they see that football is something that they cannot.
Do they have health insurance?
They,
Does the government give them health insurance there in Kenya if any kids get hurt or sick?
Insurance.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like insurance here. The last time that our player had injury, I had to put the bill of everything. I had to pay for his medication and everything at the hospital. So I'm the one who had to put the bill if there's any serious injury here.
Why did you decide to start this club in Kisumu? Why did you decide to start it?
I decided to start it because, you know, I was playing football before, and I used to come here for practicing in the evening. So the kids could come and join me. And that's how we started it. So we started it. The people who started it, some of them are now big. And the guys who we used to practice with, some of them are now married. Some of them are big now. They are not here. They even don't come. They even don't come back here to help us.
What's the oldest players you have in the club?
Pardon?
What are the oldest age group you have?
The oldest age group we have is under 16. Some of them are here, 2 of them. You can see them.
Can we talk with them?
Yeah, you can talk with them. Brian. Say hi to Mr. Sean.
Hi, Mr. Sean.
And what's your name, young man?
My name is Brian.
Brian, it's my pleasure and honor to talk with you, my friend.
Even me.
You're a big guy for 16, eh?
Yes.
You're nearly as big as your coach. What position? What position you play, Brian?
Huh?
What position you play?
I'm a goalkeeper.
You are?
He's my goalkeeper.
Yes.
You know what they call my goalkeeper?
Huh?
No.
You know what his nickname is?
Yes.
My goalkeeper, his nickname is called Cinderella. You know why?
Cinderella.
Cinderella.
Yeah, because he always, we call him Cinderella because he always misses the ball.
Even me, I faces the ball. Yeah.
Who's your favorite team, Brian?
Then we have another one here.
A sense of humor, in United States, a little bit different. And what's your name?
My name is Joseph.
Hi, Joseph. How are you this morning? Joseph, you look like, I'll tell you, let me use my telepathy here. I can predict what position you play. This guy plays midfield.
This guy?
Yeah.
He's a striker.
I meant to say attacking midfield player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, you've got. Hey,
he can play offensive.
Coach, you're loading a deck, brother. These players look like Ferraris. They look like great athletes. Fantastic.
I coach them well.
Now, after they finish high school, after they finish high school, do most of the kids continue to play soccer?
Some continue to play soccer. Some go to the Premier League, Kenya Premier League, those big clubs. We have some players who went to Kenya Premier League, who are now playing Kenya Premier League, who played here.
Do the big clubs not get into the community and help clubs like you?
So they just pick players, but they won't help you in anything.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
They won't help you in anything.
How about the football? So, Zemu,
yes.
How about the Football Kenya Federation? Do you get any assistance from them?
No, they don't help in anything.
The FKF?
They just organize the league and everything. You have to foot everything. You have to pay the referee. You have to pay the pitch. You have to buy the nets of the goal.
Now I know that in 2015, the head of the FKF had a big controversy there with corruption, right?
Yeah, There's a lot of corruption in our country. This country is of ours with corruption, everything, every like right now, everybody might think that everything. People are very shy.
Is it getting
Corruption
better?
is so high in Kenya here.
Has the new head of the FKF, has he improved that situation?
He's trying to improve them, but this thing is something that I don't know how we can control it, because it's just somebody's will, somebody's heart, because corruption is so high here. You have to give something to be considered in anything. Like right now they are picking under 15 national team. You have to be known. It's when your player can be picked in the national team. Find that we have quality players here, but they were not picked. They were not chosen for.
Can we get a bit closer and watch your team practice behind you for a minute? Can we get closer?
These are now under 10s.
Wow.
Doing round.
If you can keep the camera on the kids, I just want to make some observations here. It just amazes me that, when we train kids here in America, normally we play on turf fields, which are perfect, and the ball rolls pretty true on the turf or the grass. And I'm just watching here, the ball's bouncing up with the tough condition. I can only think that must really heighten this level of skill at a certain point, where you've got to anticipate that ball's going to bounce and not be a perfect pass every time, So that's my first impression. But I mean, you know what? I would just, the environments I've worked in, if players showed up and this was the conditions to practice on, they wouldn't practice. Everything's got to be perfect for them, And in conditions like this, I'm telling you, brother, it's not easy. And these kids are having a blast right now, and they're doing a great job.
Yeah. So we have a little bit older.
I think that's one of my drills you're using.
Yeah. I steal your drills every day. I use your drills most of the time.
I appreciate that, my brother. That's what they're there for. I appreciate that.
So these are under 12s. We have ladies here also.
So
we have ladies team.
I know that some of your players don't even have boots when they play.
Most of them, almost the whole team don't have boots. Only 2 of them, only 3 of them today have boots.
Oh my God! That's unbelievable.
Only 3 of them.
Unbelievable. Come on. Do you ever get anybody from the federation who's in a coaches association to come and help your coaches?
Federation only help us in what? In training as coaches.
No, in training. Do they ever come and help you in training?
That's the only thing that they did to us. Then after that, it was nothing. They didn't help a lot.
Okay. This guy's doing a good job. Who's the coach that you've got?
Pardon?
Who's the other coach?
Oh, his name is Koloti. He's my friend. We have been with him for years. For 4 years.
Hello. You're doing a great job out here. I appreciate how hard you're working with those guys.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
I'll say thank you for.
I'm going to negotiate a contract. I want him to coach for me. He's that good.
Okay.
We're going to get you out of there. You're going to be working for SoccerCoachTV, my brother.
So if you take him away, I will be remaining alone here.
Hey, you are doing a great job. And let me tell you something, and I think I said this on the show. When you think about some of the top football coaches in the world, my friend, they couldn't do what you do. They couldn't work in your environment every day. And normally for no pay, to volunteer, to go and do that day in, day out. These professional coaches who are superstars, they couldn't do it. They wouldn't have the resilience to do it, okay? Or the passion to do it. And so what you're doing, I'm telling you right now, is a bigger effort than most of these Premier League coaches that you see every week on TV. I promise you that. You're making a difference in people's lives, in real lives, not millionaires, not big-time superstars, but for kids who are going to go back into the community there and learn life skills from both of you gentlemen that will last them forever and change their lives.
Okay.
We just got...
the situation here is no.
Hey guys,
we're just doing it.
We
have the passion.
Tino just sent a message there. Good job, coaches. Keep going. Thanks for your time that you guys spend with the young kids. So I don't know where Tino. I think he's from Medina. I'm not. Is that his last name? That's his last name. Tino, thank you for watching. Much appreciated, my friend. Hey,
thank you, Tino.
Zemo, let me talk with you. Can I talk with you a little bit?
Pardon?
I want to talk with you a little bit. Listen, guys. I've got a big audience here. I have close to 250,000 followers on social media, and I've already had some people reach out to me from our last show, Zemo, who were impacted by your message, impacted by what you're trying to do. They want to send equipment to you, soccer balls, soccer cleats, cones, things like this. Okay, and I'm going to put up your address in a second, but how can you reassure the people if they're going to make a donation to your program that it's going to go to the kids?
Yeah.
Okay, if they make, pardon, how sure?
How can you
get you
assure them?
properly.
How can you guarantee them that if they're going to take the time to send all this equipment or a money donation to your program, how can you guarantee them it's going to go to your kids?
Okay, we will be accounting for everything. We'll be accounting for everything. And then we'll be showing, we'll be communicating through the video also. And they will be talking to the kids. I think that's the best idea.
And you started a charitable organization, correct?
Yeah, we started a community-based organization.
So, Zemo, I'm going to put up here. I'm going to put up on the screen here contact details. So let me just talk to the audience who's watching this video a second. Is that?
Pardon?
I'm just going to say a quick word to the audience who's watching right now, watching this video. Guys, we work all over the world. We're one big family. We're one big soccer family. I don't care if you're in Kenya, Canada, or I don't care whether you're in the USA or in England or Scotland or Brazil. We're brought together by one love of the game. And what you're seeing right now is young kids out there and coaches who don't have anywhere close to the support that most of us do in our hometowns with our kids. We're privileged, okay? And what I'm asking you on behalf of Soccer Coach TV and behalf of Coach Zemu there, please think about donating some equipment to this program to make it better for these kids, to make it easier for them. If you've got soccer balls that you don't use anymore, if you've got soccer shoes that are too small for your son or too small for your team, get your team to one day to bring all the old soccer shoes in together, pack them in a box, and I'm going to give you the information. And let's do this together. Let's make a change for at least one community come together. It says it takes a whole village to raise somebody. I think it takes a whole soccer community to help the village here in Kenya. So please, I'm going to put up the information here, and I'm going to leave it on, and it will be, if you can send anything that you think can help. There's the address right there. The name is Umoja Pamoja Kandanda Community-Based Organization. There's the address, P.O Box 406, Kisumu, Kenya, and the email is Joshua Osure at yahoo.com. And I will have that link, Zemu, at the bottom of the video when we post it on Facebook and on YouTube. I will forward anybody who contacts me or doesn't contact you directly. I encourage you to contact Zemu directly via email and reach out to him. He's a great guy. We've had numerous conversations over the past I would say 10 days. Love to help you. And Zemu, it's been fantastic learning your story, my friend. I will be making a personal financial contribution to your program, okay?
Okay, thank you.
I will be set, so I will talk to you off video, and you can tell me how I can transfer that to. But I want to help you financially, and I will send a donation to your program. You can use that for some uniforms or for soccer balls too, or for traveling, or get the kids something to eat at practice. Okay.
Okay, thank you, coach. Thank you very much.
All right.
I really appreciate it.
Do you have anything to say to my audience right now before we finish, Zemu? Do you have a message? Do you have a message for my? Do you have a message for my audience, you guys?
Any message for the audience?
Any message is to say that if anybody is willing to support this talent, we are here. You can come and visit us to see these kids. We have talent here, so at least we need support from anybody, well-wisher or a donor, who can chip in and work together as a team.
Zemu, would you like to say something?
Okay, my last information, I can say that let's do this for these kids, please, because what they are passing through, what they are going through in their life is not something that is pleasant. It's pleasant to any human being, but let's try and support them. Let's try and support them. That's the message that I have.
Zemu, we're going to try and
anything that can help them, please send them to them. Everything that you will send is for these kids.
Okay. Well, listen, we're going to do the best we can to get people to send stuff out. I know already we've got about half a dozen people who are willing to help, and I hope this is a continued thing. I've already said we're going to help you on a personal. I'll help you on a personal level, so we'll get that message out to everybody.
Okay.
Now, so listen, my friend. Yeah, so listen, it's a great thing you're doing for this kids. It's a great outlet. You're teaching them life skills, and you're doing a fantastic job. So, Zemu, please stay in touch with me. I'll follow it up with a text tomorrow with you, and we'll stay in touch this week and see how it goes. Okay?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, my friend. We'll talk to you later.
Okay. Thank you.
I just can't imagine. I've been blessed my whole life as a professional soccer coach, collegiate soccer coach, working with the finest facilities, the finest athletes, and the finest everything. You know, athletic trainer, nutritionist, strength and conditioning coach. And when I look at this environment here, then I mean, could you actually get out there every day in those conditions and be up for coaching? You've got to be a special person. So if you can help, again, when if you can help in any way, soccer balls, cleats, shin pads, you name it, you can send that. The link is going, that's the address there. The link is going to be on the bottom of this video, but every little bit helps to make a change. Thank you for watching Soccer Coach TV. I greatly appreciate your time. Until the next time, Sean Green, I'll see you on the training ground. Thank you.